Hey there. Boy, this video is an exciting one. I am hoping to help you just jump and make your business go, way go. Extra money, extra income, and mainly extra profit, but also extra practice, because that's the idea, right? So I'm going to give you 5 tips to get you started. Because one of the things I am going to do with this YouTube video channel is create a coaching business for entertainment businesses just like you. I've been doing this for a long time, and I've coached a lot of entertainers. And so my goal is to coach you, right? I'm not talking about group coaching. I'm talking about one-on-one, looking at your specific business, your specific needs, your specific goals, and then I'll give you my best ideas on how to make those possible, how to manifest them. I have mentored a lot of people in this business and ran a bunch of businesses, and so I feel like I have some things to offer. So don't forget to subscribe, like, check the little bell to get notified, because trust me, the next few videos are going to rock. They're really powerful and a lot of fun. So without any further ado, let's get started on your tips for your balloon business. Okay, here's tip number 4, all right? If you're doing balloons, if you're thinking about adding face painting, or if you have been doing face painting, or if you want to add face painting, consider doing airbrush face painting. And here's some reasons why, okay? Airbrush face painting can be quite a bit faster than traditional face painting, number 1. Number 2, it's easier to train somebody to do it. And therefore, if you train people from scratch, you can make more money off them, right? Number 3, it's new to the industry. Not everybody's doing it, okay? Sure, there are a lot of people out there that are doing airbrush body painting, right? And there aren't that many there's plenty of work for that. But I'm talking kids, birthday parties, families, airbrush face painting, okay? You can do it as a tattoo, you can do it as a face paint, but the idea is it's stencils and an airbrush, okay? The other thing is it is customizable, right? You can easily do Easter stencils, Christmas stencils. You can do, if you're working for, like I did all this work for these companies, right? Chevy, Netflix, Impractical Jokers, all of those people, we did specific stencil cuts just for them, okay? So that is one of the wonderful things about airbrush face painting. It's fast, it's clean, it's fun, it's customizable, and it has a bigger profit margin, all right? So when I figured out, I invented an airbrush tool, and I'm gonna pitch that here in a minute, because it's the best tool for this service. That's all there is to it. When I invented that tool, I kind of took stock of my business. This is one of the things I'm going to do with my coaching business. I'm going to help you take stock of your business. And I realized that I didn't do face painting. It wasn't something that I really did, right? And that those people were very expensive for me to hire. So I was making less and less profit the more skilled they were, right? Less and less profit off of that. I don't like that. I like to make profit, okay? I understand that business is not about generating income now. I didn't know this before, but I now understand it's about profit, right? It's about the bottom line, net profit. So anyway, I came up with this airbrush service, this airbrush system, which it really rocks. And I immediately changed all of my advertising. I took traditional face painting off of my website. I changed all of my advertising. But I also targeted the groups that I knew could use it. And in 1 year, I went from doing no sports teams to doing the San Diego Padres, the San Diego Chargers, the San Diego Spirit, which was a women's soccer league, the San Diego Gulls, which is our main hockey league, San Diego State basketball team. It goes on and on and on. So, and all of those were regular gigs, every game, right? Every game, because I targeted my sales to that particular service, airbrush face painting. So let's talk about airbrush face painting, okay? Here's a tip about that. Airbrushes can be very complicated. This is a schematic of one airbrush that's available right now on YouTube, okay? All of the intricate working parts make it be an amazing art tool. That's not what you need. You need a basic, it's basically like a spray can and a stencil, right? That's all you need is a sprayer and a stencil. But a spray can is too wide. You can't use a spray can, and it's not good on your skin, right? You need something that's non-toxic, soap and water washable, all of that stuff. Anyway, so traditional airbrushes are beautiful tools for art, but they're very complicated, and they take forever to change the colors, and they also break very easily. If you don't spend 45 minutes cleaning it out after every time you use it, the paint will clog inside there, and all of a sudden you've ruined, a $200 airbrush. So don't buy very complicated airbrushes, okay? If you're going to search the web, search around and find a very simple airbrush, and also search for the one where you can have little cans of paint, little things of paint that you can plug into the airbrush to change your colors, okay? So you want to be able to change colors fairly quickly. Otherwise, you have to have 10 different airbrushes set up, 10 different tubes, 10 different, a really good air compressor. You have all those 10 tools that you have to clean out. It's very complicated and it is messy, and the people that you put to work will break it, okay? So simplify it. Get the simplest airbrush you can. Try to get the ones where the paint plugs in and out so that it goes faster, all right? And then you've got a tool that you can work with. Get yourself a good set of stools, a good set of stencils, get a good display board, get your basic airbrushes, and you're off and going, right? So that's all available on the web. Now I'm going to tell you about my Ultimate Airbrush face painting system. Okay, this was invented by me. It's one of mine. And it is pretty crazy. I don't have the traditional airbrush. I invented a tool, and here it is. It's one tool. It's solid, it doesn't break, it's almost indestructible. The only thing that is destructible are the brass nipples, and what happens is people drop them and they hit the concrete and they break, and you have to replace them, unscrew it off, put a new one on. But in terms of the actual working tool, no paint ever goes through there, so you don't have to clean it out, okay? The way it works is a paint pen, goes up into the tool, and it gets the tip of the pen into the spray of the air. Now, all of a sudden, you're painting that color. Psh, there you go. You're painting that color. Then, in order to change colors, since no paint goes through it, you just change pens. You change your paint pens. Now, I've designed this around a specific non-toxic water-based paint pen, and I actually talked to the scientist who did the AP non-toxic rating on these pens. And they are absolutely beautiful on skin. There's no problem. It's not a problem. The only problem is because it does block the pores. If somebody spray painted over 60% of your body, your skin breathes, and it could cause you to suffocate, right? It could cause you to cut down on your oxygen supply. So don't paint over 60% of somebody's body. But for what we do, face painting, it's absolutely fine. All right? So the thing that makes mine so special is this tool sets up immediately, it sprays immediately, and then you marry it with my stencils that I developed. I developed a multi-layer stencil, and here's what you're going to see. If you see this, it starts with one layer. As you change pens, that's drying. You put the next layer on, you paint the next layer over. This particular paint covers layer to layer. And all of a sudden, in less than a minute, you can paint beautiful work. Okay, now this setup sets up, breaks down in less than 15 minutes. I roll it into birthday parties. I tag it with my magic shows all the time. So I do airbrush face painting, balloons, and magic for an 1.5-hour package. And right now I'm charging $500 for that package. All right. But I couldn't do it without the airbrush equipment. Let me tell you why this is important though. Remember I said that I targeted this to larger corporate clients, okay? This year alone, 2022, I did 250 airbrush jobs, okay? These were not the parties that I worked where I did it myself. These were the parties where I sent other people out to work, okay? 250 airbrush jobs this year alone, 2022. I grossed $90,000, like $90,100, something like that, off of these jobs. The crazy thing is that my net profit after paying all of my expenses and all of the equipment and all of the supplies was half of that, 50%. And that is an amazing profit on something like this, especially when you're putting out skilled work. I mean, your clients will never know how easy this is to train, how easy it is to do, because it looks beautiful. Speaking of that, how easy it is to train. It literally takes less than an hour to train somebody. If you join my coaching service, you will get a link to the videos to train people. So you can train them with my videos, and then you can put them to work. I train them for an hour, I send them home with a kid, and I tell them to practice on all their friends. And literally, they're ready to go to work that next Saturday. So it's crazy easy, it's crazy good, it's crazy powerful. Unfortunately, I have to tell you, I'm not offering this to the open market, okay? I'm not putting it on Amazon. I'm not putting it out there. I did sell it here on YouTube for many, many years, but I'm not going to sell it now directly to clients because a couple of different reasons. One of the reasons really is that people in San Diego started buying them, and I realized I was setting up my own competition, right? I was building a competition base, teaching them to do what I do here in San Diego and compete against my business. Now I don't sell them in San Diego anymore, and I don't sell them openly. And I'm not going to sell them openly now, but I am going to sell them to my coaching clients, all right? Anybody that hires me as a coaching, as a coach, buys one of my packages, will get access to buy the airbrush equipment. So my coaching link is down below, okay? In the comments, there's a live link there to take you to my site. I hope you got something out of this. I'm sure that you did. Go to my coaching site. Again, it's down in the link below. Subscribe, do the little button, and you'll get to see a bunch of new videos, because I'm doing more videos too about a bunch of new stuff, more skills and more business ideas. All right, have a great day, and I wish you the best success in this crazy business.